We talking about racism on the Hot 97 Morning Show. This might
What?
be good for everyday racism right here.
Oh, absolutely. Michael Che is here.
What's up,
Saturday
guys?
Night Live.
Thank
Yes.
you so much for having me.
Well, he's a stand-up comedian. He writes for Saturday Night Live. It's not like he's on the show.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was going to say, this is a black face I've never seen
Yeah.
on. Because
But
I'm
he look-
probably one of the, 4 or 5 black people that watch Saturday Night Live.
But his stand-up career is amazing, and he looks like 50 Cent's younger brother.
I've heard that.
That's racist. I don't see a resemblance at
Completely,
all.
What?
completely not true.
You don't hear his voice?
We don't open our mouths when we talk. That's the only difference. That's the
Like the ventriloquist
thing. Yeah,
mouth.
we got that kind of ventriloquist mouth thing. I mean, that's true. That much is so. But we don't look alike. You're not gonna mistake us.
That was racist, Syfe. He doesn't look anything like 50
He
Cent.
does look like
That's not.
50.
That's not racist. He didn't say, I suck because I look like 50 Cent.
No, but he said basically
That's observant.
all dark-skinned black people look like 50 Cent was basically where you were going.
Yeah, that was basically the general consensus.
All right, cool. That's kind of racist.
So Michael Che, talk to us. You are not the richest black person on Saturday Night Live because Keenan is, but you are on your way because you've been there now how long?
I've only been there a year. They've been there. Yeah, I'm like one of 4 black people there. Maybe 5. I think it's 5 black.
The fact that
people
you
there
could count is part of a whole other conversation.
I can't. Yeah, I could count numbers. I can't spell them. So that's like crazy. But no, I'm one of like 5 black people there. It's
Nah,
kinda cool.
listen. I give Saturday Night Live a hard time about the whole black writers thing, and I gave them a particularly hard
Why?
time just because.
You
like,
watch the show?
I do sometimes. I'm not a regular avid Saturday Night Live watcher, but I do like the show.
Well, what shows do you watch that have like a lot of black writers on there?
A lot of black writers, I have no idea.
That's what I'm saying. See, to me, I feel like it's just a story that once people heard,
Absolutely.
they just jumped on the story. It's not something that people really
No,
believe in.
it's not
They
just
don't-
a story. It's that somebody mentioned it, and then they went on this black person hunt almost.
Well,
That's what seemed weird.
They
like,
had a private
yeah.
audition for female, not even for black, for female black writers.
I think that they had the private audition. They wanted the audition private because to protect the writers and the performers. Like when everybody wants a black writer or black performer on the show, all eyes is on them. That's a really tough show to be on. You know, you got to be ready for that show. That's
a
like
big platform.
That's live TV.
Yeah.
That's live sketch comedy, man. So you want somebody that comes in that you believe is going to be great, but you also want them to be able to develop on their time and catch up because they're coming in the middle of the season.
But see, let
it's
me
not easy to
take it
do.
somewhere else.
Okay.
I didn't feel like they needed to have this thing specifically for them. I feel like if you're good enough as a writer, because there, like you said, there are other black writers on the show, right? You will get your accolades and get your shots. But other people feel like, nah, they needed to separately have an audition specifically for black female writers to make sure that they got an opportunity. I feel like that's slighting the abilities of female black comedy writers.
How so?
Because why can't they compete with everyone else?
They do compete with everyone else, but they're saying we're in a need for a specific thing. We're looking for a specific diverse thing, and so we're gonna look to the best and see who comes out of that. Like,
But you can't put them in with the other writers and have them compete and them make it?
They did. And they didn't pick them then. They picked them now.
Now you see where I'm at.
I don't see why that's a bad thing.
No, it's not bad. I'm proud of the individual. What's her name? Sashir. She
How's
made
she
it.
doing?
So she's doing great. Everybody they brought in is doing great. That's a
It's
tough
tough,
job, man.
But here's the thing:
They're doing great.
SNL is
Leslie Jones,
the
LaKendra
beacon
Cooks.
for sketch comedy, right? That's the tippy top. That's as good as it gets on network television. How long has it been going? 30 years, 40 years.
Yeah, 30
That's why it's
yeah.
going to get critiqued harder than anything else. Is
Sure.
because of what? Same way people come at Hot 97. They come
Yeah.
at Hot 97 all the time because it's the tippy top.
Yeah, we the Yankees.
All right.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you came to sit down with us because there was other people I'm
Hold
told,
up.
Syfe,
Hold up.
that wouldn't come up here. They didn't want to come
No,
sit.
they told him not to come.
It's not. I mean, it's real. I feel like the issue's dying is as
Yeah.
much because it's but it's. It really wasn't an issue. It was just it's a comedy show. We do comedy. It's just a comedy show. It's just and they wanted a more diverse. They wanted more diversity in the writing staff, and they got some.
And listen,
and it's great. It's working out good.
White America and people at NBC and SNL, black women are funny too. They can be angry and they can be bitter, but they're also funny. And sometimes the humor is the angry bitterness. Let's keep it 100.
I don't think that was ever a doubt. I don't think there was ever an attitude on the show where people were like, "Oh, black women just aren't funny."
And even funnier is to watch black men run from black women because they're afraid.
When is anyone going to bring up the Latino aspect of SNL?
Oh, here we go.
Latinos aren't funny.
Talk about it. There's no funny Latinos, right?
There's no fun. John Leguizamo is 60 years old. It's over. Forget about it. No, there's some. Nah, yeah, you're not getting that.
Who's gonna bring that part up, man? Damn it. J-Lo, maybe?
Maybe J-Lo. I don't know. Call J-Lo.
I'm gonna call my union.
Come on, Syfe.
I gotta call my union rep.
The Latino Comedy Union.
Called Felix Trinidad or somebody to post a blog.
He's not even a comedian. He's a boxer. That's all you can come up with.
There's 6 famous Puerto Rican people, and they're all boxers. They all boxing June 5th at Madison Square Garden. No, but as a writer, you want as much diversity as possible. You want some of everything because that just makes what we write better. You know what I mean? It's like having different colors in the crayon box, man. The show comes alive with diversity.
Part of the joy, I think, in comedy too, especially in the United States, is the ethnic diversity.
Of course, that's kind of it's people look to that show as a representation of what's going on in the country, and you want it to be represented. But I don't think it was ever. It's a huge cast, man. There's not room for
how many people?
It's like 16 people in the cast.
Wow.
That's
how many writers though? How many writers specifically?
Like about 16. There's like 16 writers and about 16 casts. There's a lot of people there, man. Yeah. It's a lot. You think about the first season, there was like 7 people, 1 black dude, and that was it. And nobody cared about the diversity issue then.
Yeah, nobody was bringing up diversity when, I don't know, let's run through a
70s were better, man.
Eddie Murphy was on.
Garrett,
yeah. Tracy
Morgan. Yeah.
Dean Edwards for a minute.
It's tough. It's a tough show to produce.
Oh, no, Tim Meadows. But he sound white.
There was a lot of black people on the show. There was Tim Meadows. There was Greg Minor. There was Jerry Minor, excuse me. There was a few people. Maya Rudolph.
Do you have a list at your desk? If ever
Julio,
asked how many black people on the show.
To be on SNL, you have to memorize the list of black people.
We got a wall.
It's gonna come up.
We got a wall of just like every cast member ever. So you walk past the wall down the hall and you see every single cast member that's ever been on the show.
But it's like snow with some black dots on it. Nah, man, I love SNL. And congratulations, because the way he got on Ebro, he was like brought on to be like just like a guest writer. And like 2 of his sketches made it on air. And they were like, what'd the guy say, Colin?
Yeah, he was like, no, he said you in, you hired.
I didn't know. You work here now.
Yeah, you work here now. You're not like no more.
Wait, cleaning up or is it right? I don't.
No, yeah, and that's exactly what I told him. I was like, dude, if y'all would have asked me to get coffee, I would have got coffee. I'd be like, that's just what I do here now. I get coffee for Seth Meyers and Colin Jost. But they wanted me to write, and they like let me write. They gave me a chance, and it was really cool. And at the time I came in, I was the only black writer there. Like I came in as the only black writer, and they let me develop. It wasn't even like, well, you're gonna do the black sketches. I wrote whatever I wanted, and it's that kind of attitude where it's all about funny. I wish people could really see how that show works, so it's really all about funny. Trust me. When I was the only black dude there, trust me, it's all like everybody could shine there.
You know, what's interesting too is sometimes, and we talk about this all the time, is black people. We are the most critical about racism and sometimes the most racist.
A lot of times, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Of
like
course.
we're like, wait, that was funny, but ain't no black people on the show though.
Right.
Well, if it's funny, just enjoy it.
Just enjoy it for what it is.
Right, but we get so caught up in our past and just being the issues that we have and the things we've been through that sometimes we can't just let it breathe.
Yeah, we got that. We got like battered wife syndrome.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Where we got a lot of baggage that that we're still upset about a lot of things. Maybe rightfully so. So it's a lot of things are sensitive, and I know that. And talking to black people about the show, whatever, I'm always on defense. You know what I mean when it comes to that show because it's a very sensitive subject, but it's really about comedy. For me, it's about comedy, and you know, you go there and you can be funny, and they'll let you do your thing. It's not like they say, well, you got to whiten that up, you got to change that. You can't, you know, it's nothing like that.
They don't go put your lips out farther, bug your eyes out a little bit, and shut the job. They don't do that.
They don't.
I don't think they do that, bro.
They not tarring us. They not tarring feathers. You know. It's not like none of that. It's
okay,
really good.
That's on a professional level. But joking around with other writers, because I know how writers' rooms are, and you joke around. Do you get? Are there like black jokes?
Do they? I mean, they don't have as big of a reference. We got Brian Tucker, who's a head writer now, who is, I mean, he's written on Chappelle's show, he's written on Tough Crowd, he's written like tons of stuff for Keenan. Like, this dude is as qualified a black writer as any black writer I know. You know what I mean? But he's a white guy. But so like there's a lot of stuff that
tall
he gets.
guy? He's tall.
Yeah, tall guy.
He's good.
He's an amazing writer,
Yeah,
man. He helped me out a lot. Like starting out, you know, when I first got there, whatever. Like he gets it. There's certain people that come from different backgrounds. Some people don't get stand up.
You give him the N-word pass. Would you give him?
No, I think Chappelle gave him the pass.
He might. I don't know if he.
What's his name again?
His name's Brian Tucker.
Brian Tucker. There's no pass.
I never heard him even almost do it.
There is no pass. It doesn't exist.
I don't ever give the pass out though. I don't give the pass.
No, you never. Like
There is no pass.
I don't like to give there is no pass. I like to see them squirm when they think they got the pass, and then watch them be like.
See, because how about this? Some white people think that all black people can refer to each other.
No, some black people don't get the pass.
No, some black people don't allow you to use that word. True. So there is no pass. There's not even a pass amongst black people.
Yeah,
but there's times, you ever heard somebody say it and you felt uncomfortable?
Absolutely.
Like a black dude was saying, you'd be like, that didn't sound right coming from you. Yeah, that's not you.
There's no pass. Michael Che is here, man. You seem like a real cool dude. It's a pleasure to meet you, man. And you are, whether you know it or not, you're carrying a civil rights burden.
Look at you. Look at you.
You
man.
are carrying on your shoulders the weight of black comedy.
That's right. The ghost of Nipsey Russell is on my shoulders right now.
And what's that?
Miles Mabley.
And Miles Mabley's on there.
Carrying the flag.
If you want to see him live, Ebro, this weekend he's at Caroline's on Broadway.
True.
So go check him out. This is his first time headlining all the way through.
This is my first weekend. Yeah,
at Caroline's. Congratulations.
Thank you so much,
Scott.
brother.
He made it. I
didn't make it yet.
Who's opening for you?
We got Ricky Velez is opening.
I don't know him.
And Jared Free's opening.
I don't know.
What about what's that guy? The portly guy. He's kind of tall and overweight. He's on the
love
high
a fat
97.
Spanish guy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What ethnic
Spanish
background?
guy?
What ethnic background are the guys are opening?
I think one is like white and Spanish.
Okay.
And
Spanish quota.
And the other one's white.
These are your friends and stuff? These are your friends?
These are guys that the club told me.
Oh, the club user? Okay.
Well, see,
the club record. I asked the club. I was like, "Who's doing good there?" And it was like, these two guys. And I was like, "All right, well, let's do them."
what club is it again?
Caroline's.
How's your relationship over there?
Oh, it's good. Oh, I thought it was good.
I thought it was good too. Maybe that's why I didn't ask you, because you thought.
No,
wrong.
Sipe messing around, but he knows it's so we get Sipe to open. It's that, I mean, he's Cypher. He's a big deal.
I mean, he is a big. But do you mean like
he's a big deal? It's almost intimidating. Like, yo, man, could you come do the shows? I wouldn't. I don't know. If you want to do it, you absolutely would have been able to do it.
Yeah.
That's not even like an issue. You know that.
I'm busy this weekend.
I know. That's what I would imagine. Imagine.
Caroline's Comedy
man.
Club, man. Michael
Thank
Che
you
this
so
weekend.
much.
Listen, please come back, man.
Dude, I had so much fun.
We would love to hear more about just the whole world that you live in that a lot of us aren't privy to, and just it's a legendary show. That Saturday Night Live
really
thing
cool
is a big
show,
deal.
man. And black people, listen, if you see something that might be offensive, I probably wrote it. Relax. It's all good. I probably wrote. Just look at it like it's Chappelle's show or something where you could just let loose. Don't be so sensitive.
See, and the difference between you and I is when I do something offensive to black people, they be like, yo, you're not black enough anyway. Michael Che,
I'm black as
evidence
a
suggests.
Somebody just told me I look like 50 Cent. That's how black I am.
You look like 50, man.
I'm black as a guest, man. It don't get blacker.
Dope.